Okay, let's get this addressed quick because I'm so sick of fucking saying it every time. 2020 sucked, and we all admit it sucked. It sucked, it sucked, it sucked, it sucked. I plan to do a live, what I call, end of the year blog. Just avoid all the noise downstairs, it's just my neighbors. If you don't understand me because this is my first time speaking, blogging about it on my phone. The quality is terrible, but I understand everything. So basically how this year went to shit. First it was January, which was okay, and then February was fine, but then as soon as we get to March, shit happened quick. Listen, I might do a blog next year like this end of the year blog. The best way I could sum up each year. This year sucked a lot. It sucked so hard. And now my hand is getting tired, but I decided to just ignore all the pain because I don't care. This year, 2020 screwed up so much of my life, but gave me something in return, which I'll get to in a minute. First off, COVID-19. The whole year is pretty much that. We're pretty much in a hospital, and we have to stay quarantined. Enough said. Then there's the whole infamy with the Chicago, USA riots. And then the protest in my country. You know what country I live in. So based on my voice, you can tell. And then the issue with the 2020 election, which case in point I don't think was all terrible. But then comes the real issue. 2020 sucked for me because there were a lot of problems this year. Okay, I'm going to show you my face. That was my face just now. Shocked? Yeah. Also, let me say something else before I end this off. Not sure how long my phone can last the battery, but here I go. This year sucked for me because, one, first half of 2020 was boring. I had to do nothing. I was in my house because of the COVID, and I had nothing to watch, so I just bored myself. The second half was decent because at least there I suffered a lot of stuff worse, but most of them were fixed. Number one, I got kicked out of a cooking course. Number two, my old computer died. It's over there. You see it? In the corner? Do you see it? Do you see it? Yeah. Number three, I collapsed. I fell on my ass so much this year. Way too much. I'm not gonna say more because this is enough as I can say. Number 4 or 5, I had a lot of problems with my grandmother. That's also going to be another issue I do not want to talk. Number 15. Hold on. Number 6. God, I'm starting to lose count. I ended up having no job application, and once again, I'm not employed. That's why I don't like. That's why I fucking hate 2020. Apologies for the cursing, but I'm doing this because 2020 is ending and I still haven't said my rant. Ignore that. My phone's just acting weird. Anyway, next part. The good thing. I got my quality back. Since the 2010 sucked. Unfortunately, there's some small problems I'm just going to say right now. Due to some technical mechanical issues, the building's been having a lot of power problems and I don't know why. What happened? But this year, I ended up dropping 5 shows, which I'll get to in a minute, and also talk about the good things. This year, I got a laptop, as you can see. Next thing, I got more Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I finally own a Sacred Beast structure deck. And tomorrow, I'm going to get a package, which I'll do a review on. I got myself an apartment condo, which I finally own my own apartment condo. And now the worst thing. I dropped 5 animes. This year I dropped 5 animes, which they all sucked. I dropped Kira Major because I did not like it. I dropped Saber because I did not found it really enjoyable. I dropped Digimon 2020 because it was just rehashing old ideas with badly executed stuff. I dropped Healing Good because I can't stand Junko Komura, and I dropped Pokemon 2009 because it was outright offending me because of the fucking filler, and I can't stand Go as a character, even though I like Pokemon now because it actually tries to make Ash look like a better character, and this is just making him look like a total idiot. But the good thing for this year, I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh! I got to play Duel Links, and the best part, the best part, the best part, I got to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. So let's recap. Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s remained my top anime for the year. 2020 is by far the first year I've enjoyed anime since forever. Did you know how much I got to enjoy Yu-Gi-Oh? I'll talk about this more in the future, but 7s rocked 2020 for me. It was the best season I ever watched in Yu-Gi-Oh! Far better than even the last 3 seasons since 2011 to 2009, 2019. For the last years, I have to say, anime wasn't good for me. But this recent year, anime opened itself up to me, and I can finally say I am aging well with anime for once. By the way, if you ask why I hate the 2010s, simple. I had no closure, I had no quality, and I had no memory of them because they screwed up so much of my time I forgot to understand myself. But thanks to the 2020, I did more things in under a year than I did for 5 years in 2010s, such as 2010 to 2015, where I couldn't even do 2 things in 1 week. Also, I don't know how long I'm going to end this video, but 20 minutes or something. Let's see, let's continue. My hand's probably getting tired, but ugh. Anyway, if my voice is cringing out, yeah, I'm pretty much venting right now. 2020 sucked. I hate it. I'm losing my voice. Not sure why I decided to do this video because, for what I can say is that Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s I think is going to do a lot better in 2020 because I just heard some interesting stuff about 2021. I'll get to them in a minute, but this year I went to explore other places besides my hometown. This year I got to finally get what I wanted. And the best part is, I'm excited for next year, 2021, which is going to have a Tom and Jerry film, a live action film. Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's having its own Nintendo Switch game, which I'm still trying to find a way to get a Nintendo Switch. A new Super Sentai, a new Precure season, a new Kamen Rider season. Shaman King is finally getting rebooted. I might start watching more Mega Man, more Ultraman, more Fate series. The Fate franchise. The Fate series, I mean. My first review, I don't know if it's going to be Yu-Gi-Oh! GX or Powerpuff Girls Z, or it can be anything. One problem I have right now with the 2020 conclusion is that Attack on Titan 2020, aka the final season, is terrible. If you do not understand anything, do not even think about it because I speak three-dimensional. Okay, 20 minutes or 10 minutes. What more to say? We're going to have to address this. Let's get this addressed. Why did it took me 10 years later to finally start being a YouTuber? Why couldn't I have done this in the 2010s? 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013. That's the thing. Nothing of those years I accomplished could actually make up for what the hell happened because those years were not even my years. I cannot have a year for myself just to enjoy myself without having a family, without having a wall near you. And recently, I ended up just not caring anymore because I eventually just said, screw it. Yeah. Yeah. Just screw it. By the way, if you haven't guessed something by now, I plan to buy a lot of stuff for 2021. Not sure if I can get it done, but I hope that year is going to redeem it because I'm actually going to be super busy in 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, probably somehow, and 2025 because I'm going to be busy for the first 5 years of the decade. Okay. I'm seriously cringing out because my voice is so pissing me off. I want to own a Nintendo 3DS, a Nintendo DS, an Xbox, and a Nintendo Switch, and probably a Wii. I got to meet a lot of good people. I opened up myself a Twitter account. I finally got rid of Tumblr. The worst part of 2020 was that I got kicked out of a cooking course and I fell into depression for at least 2 days until I got myself snapped out thanks to anime. Because if I didn't play video games by the time I was in that course, I could have most likely fell into depression. If it wasn't for video games that saved me, I ended up just wasting another year. I finally got to play Pokemon X and Y. I got to play Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. I got to play Sun Generations. I hope I can play Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal on the Nintendo 3DS despite I'm not a fan of that season. And when I get to review Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal somehow, I'm going to say exactly why I think Zexal from start to finish had some of the worst flaws and terrible writing in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise that made that season bipolar. I'm sorry if I'm ranting to all Zell fans who listen to this, but this was not a blog, right? This was just a blog. It was basically a blog. Sorry again, my voice is terrible. I apologize, but I need to get a microphone, a camera, and an editing equipment. I can't do this on my phone. It's just a pain in the ass, and I can't understand. Apologies for the swearing, but I know I can't swear. I'll do something in the future. I can review Symphogear, I can review Mega Man, I can review anything at this point. Except I might get copyright strikes, so the best way to review it is to find some solution. It's not going to get taken down regardless. Maybe just review it for niche groups and just enjoy it for yourself. Heck, you don't need to be a multi-millionaire YouTuber just so you can achieve your dreams. Excuse me a second. And I need to start writing my scripts. Did you hear me? I need to start writing my own scripts. So, I had to write this end of the year blog pretty soon because I was just fed up with the year just being constantly shoved down my face. People basically just close off their year the best they can. I closed off mine pretty good. I regret nothing of this year. I loved it. 2020 was not the best year for human history, and I do admit there were so much problems with. I know a lot of people died in it, but please, let's go through the end of the year together. Let's end this year together and just say it never existed. We got this stuff in 2021. But thanks to this year, I got some stuff the previous 10 years did not achieve, and I got something under a month or two, which 2010 couldn't even give me 1 week of closure. If you're asking when I'm going to review something, here's the deal. I'm not employed. If I get employed quick, I can start reviews. The quicker I get employed, the quicker reviews. That's the only thing I need to accomplish. I watched some Yu-Gi-Oh! GX on my Twitter account. You can go follow me if you want, but nobody even reblogs them anymore. People just don't reblog shitpost screen caps. They just like them. I reblog them. I don't got a problem. So yeah, I'm ending it here. See you guys. Good night and Happy New Year's. Expect a few more videos, a pack opening video, and 2 videos coming tomorrow morning. This is RushGears 98 or 97 signing out, and Gudra Night.